So, over the past week, we have been preparing to move from Lake of the Ozarks, Missouri to Lenexa, Kansas, about 15 minutes from Kansas City. And I got to be honest, I'm really excited for this next chapter of life. I'm really excited to be a part of church planting residency in Kansas City. I'm excited for all that I'll learn. I'm excited to be equipped to go and launch a church well. But if I'm being completely honest, packing up a 3-bedroom house with a garage in a rural neighborhood, packing up all of that and trying to condense it down to a 1-bedroom apartment, essentially in the city, has been just overwhelming, to put it in one word. This past week, I have just felt constantly overwhelmed. Every morning when I wake up and I look around me and I see all that there is to pack or to sell or to donate or, I don't know, to figure something out, I just feel like, man, what am I doing? In fact, I don't know about you, but for me, when I do feel overwhelmed, I start questioning everything. And this past week, have constantly been fighting, the question of, what's wrong with me? What am I doing? What am I doing? I'm choosing to leave behind everything we've built over the past 4.5 years, to go do what? What if it doesn't even succeed? You're sleeping in your living room because you had to take apart your bed frame, right? Like everything in my house has changed over the past week. And again, it's made me feel so overwhelmed. But I'm reminded of the words of James, the brother of Jesus, that, man, count it joy when you have troubles of any kind, he says. Because through those troubles, through those trials and challenges that you're going to face, through the overwhelming time in your life, it's going to produce endurance. And I just realize, I've just been realizing this huge, enormous task of moving all of our things, and starting over essentially, it is a little bit of a challenge. It is a little bit of a trial. It is a little bit difficult. It would be way easier to just stay and not bother, just live here forever, but I need this. I need to be overwhelmed a little bit. I need to face some sort of trial, because down the road, as we start all that it takes to plant a church, there's going to be trial after trial after trial. I'm going to be overwhelmed constantly, I'm sure. But because of what I'm facing right now, I'll have just a little bit more endurance maybe to face the next trial, to face the next thing. And that next trial will hopefully build up in me some more endurance and some more and some more. And that excites me. And so as I've been trying to deal with just feeling so, feeling like I'm being tossed, in waves, just because of everything that's going on, what I've realized for me that's been helpful, and, I guess the reason why I wanted to make this post is for any church planter who's out there, or really anybody who's facing some sort of trial in your life that's a little overwhelming. This might be helpful to you, because this is what's been helpful to me, is just as I look at all the rooms, as I look at all the stuff, I've just decided throughout this past week to just take it just little by little, just one step at a time. And so I looked at my garage and see all my tools, and I've been collecting tools for the past year basically, because I started woodworking. And I've just been thinking, man, how am I going to pack all this stuff? How am I going to manage all this? And I just decided I'm going to start somewhere. I'm going to start on my pegboard, all the tools there, and I'm just going to just start taking things down. And little by little, just piece by piece, start boxing stuff up. And once I get one box complete, that makes me feel really good to start on the next one, and then the next one, and then the next room, and then the next room, and then start loading it into the trailer. And so I've been motivated, I've been energized just by taking the next step, just by doing it. I'm a thinker, I'm a planner. And so to me, I can sit and do nothing for a long time, because I guess with the excuse of, well, I'm planning it out, I'm mapping it out, and then I don't do anything. And so for me, I've found that I have to just start doing something, even if I don't have the plan. Otherwise, I will discourage myself into just sitting there and accomplishing nothing. So if you're feeling overwhelmed, if you're not sure, what the future holds, and you're bombarded by these what if questions, or these questions of like, am I crazy? What am I doing? I want to encourage you that through these trials, through this time of just being bombarded with these questions, endurance is being built up in you. And it's a good thing. It's a good thing. Just read James chapter 1 and you'll see what he talks about there. And just take it one step at a time. That's been really helpful for us. And we're at the point now where we're almost done. And it feels really, really good. And now I feel like a weight has been lifted off my shoulders, and I can't wait to get in the car tomorrow morning and drive to Kansas City and do it all over again, unpack the trailer and reset a whole new home. But because we were able to do it here, it's given me the endurance, given me the strength, it's given me the encouragement that I know that once we get there, we'll get that done. We'll be able to do that. And then when the next trial comes, we'll be able to face that, because look what we just faced. So I'm excited. I can't wait. And I hope that this has been a little bit encouraging to you on your journey. We're so excited for what God's got planned for us, for what God's got planned for you, and ultimately for what God's got planned for Long Island, New York. We'll see you next time.